Welcome to another episode of Coffe Games here on HitStartNow.com's YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out the first one, you can do that because it's YouTube and that's the way we roll. What we do here on Coffe Games is basically run through the games that I've collected in the last month. Now the last month had been pretty hectic and I've picked up some really cool stuff. One of which I've been looking for a very long time, and again we're spanning quite a few consoles with these particular titles, just like we did last time around, and it's quite a variety. So please do stick around. What we're going to do is we're going to get our little hands on with these, a little bit of unboxing if you will, kinda. But yeah, please do stick around, it's going to be a lot of fun. Now we're going to start off with a bit of a bizarre one that a lot of people don't seem to realise that you can get outside of the big boy consoles like a PS2 or Xbox 360, and that is Guitar Hero on DS. Now this one is a bizarre little box. It's got a lot going on in it for something this size. As you can see, it's not very large, but it does have a lot going on. It's got a ton of tracks on it, as most of these kind of games do, from kind of your regular guys there. You know, you've got your Linkin Parks, you've got your Smashing Pumpkins, Boston, all the usual stuff. I remember playing a lot of Boston on the original Guitar Hero and absolutely loving it. Now the Guitar Hero on Tour is a mini-series in of itself, and the way it works is like this. As you can see, it is for Nintendo DS, so you'd think to yourself, you can't get a full-size guitar, that's not going to happen. And yes, that is true. So instead, what you get is what they call the grip. Let's pull this bad boy out. And the grip itself is an interesting little piece. You get one of these with each of the 3 on-tour games, and what they do is they slide into your DS where your GBA cart would usually go. You get 2 different size installs here, so depending on whether you've got the original DS or the DS Lite, you can unscrew these with little hinges right here and put on the other one so that it fits depending on which version you're running. It also comes with a stylus shaped like a pick. Now personally I absolutely love this. I think it's one of the coolest things, and I have a bunch of them hanging around the house now. I think it's absolutely fly. You strap that bad boy onto your DS, you put your hand in here like so, and then you can, well, hit the buttons as you would on the neck of your guitar and use the stylus then to pick away on the strings that will appear on the touch screen part of the DS. It's really cool. The only problem I have with these particular bad boys is that it is so fucking painful to use. Your wrist will be killing you after just a couple of minutes. The Guitar Hero game itself then comes in this cool little case right here, which has Guitar Hero embedded in it, with etched into it, if you will, which is also pretty fly. I really dig it, I really do. It also comes with the instruction manual, as you would imagine. It tells you how to put things together. It's probably got more copyrights for songs on it than you could shake a shitty stick at. It's not the most impressive manual you'll ever see, but it also comes with this. So if you like, you can indeed switch out this skin right here for the for this flashy looking psychedelic one. There's a lot going on in this little piece, but it's pretty fantastic. It is pretty cool. It's a cool little piece of kit. You can pop it into your pocket just the way you can with your DS, and you can take it away with you. Now I've still got an original DS. This old brick, this old bad boy, served me well for the longest time, and I've got one of my Guitar Hero grips linked onto it right here. So the way it works is you open it up so it's basically upside down. You use the stylus right here, which is where the strings will be in game, and you pluck away while hitting all the buttons up here to make sure that you're in time and getting your thing on. As I said, having it open like this along your wrist will kill your wrist in little to no time. but it is a very, very cool little idea. It's a great little piece of kit, and I'm delighted that I finally got the Decades version, because this is the last in the series that I was missing. But this does complete my collection of Guitar Hero on tour titles, and no, I'm not gonna lie, they're not fantastic games. They never ever will be, but they are really, really cool and fun little collector's items. I've spent a while looking for Decades. I've found the cart quite a few times before, but I never actually found it with the grip as well until lately, so it was a must buy. Also, on top of all three of these, which I probably never play again, like I said, they're just a bit of fun from time to time, there is also the Band Hero set. Now, Band Hero is a completely different ball game that I'm not going to get into right now. I may do another video against it about it later on, but that one goes all the way. That one's got drum kits, it uses the mic, it's insane. It's got so much for so little. The box isn't in great nick here, as you can see, but it's got everything you can think of in one tiny little box. Next up then, we're going to jump forward about a generation, but we're still going to stay handheld for the time being. We've got some big boy consoles coming up after that, but for the moment we're going to 3DS with Super Mario Maker 3DS. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, is there some absolute crackpot fun to be had on this little bad boy. This is Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS, and it is an absolute blast. This is one that I didn't actually pick up myself. It was gifted to me, as a few of the games on today's show have been. This one was gifted to me as a present for, well, basically becoming a father, which was quite cool. I want to give big shout outs to the guy who gave it to me. You know who you are, you're a regular in the tribes, and I very, very much appreciate this. This is a really, really fun game, and one that myself and girlfriendo have really gotten into lately. You can check out D-Pad Dad on www.hitstartnow.com, which juggles my ventures as a father and indeed as a gamer. So before we get into that though, let's get into Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS. You see the Goomba getting poked right here, it's all good fun. Bowser's wings, sure, why not? And on the back then it shows you plenty of the nitty gritty that you can get into on all the different style of levels that you can do, like New Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, original Super Mario Bros. It also shows the Yoshi there, which I have not found in game, but I'm sure if he's on the back here, he's probably in there somewhere. Now, it's not the most exciting innards I've ever seen on a video game. You've got typical advertisements and nothing more, really, unfortunately. You've got right here for Nintendo 2DS, new 3DS and new 3DS XL. Of course, you'll have new 2DS XL added to them at a later date. You can get your Pokemon, you can get your Mario Party, Fire Emblem, all the usual kind of stuff, Tamagotchi life if, you know, you don't get out much. Whatever the case may be, whatever's for you. Typical advertisement, nothing major. I do, however, love these little skins up here that you can put on your new 3DS. I think they are absolutely fantastic. Again, more advertisements, free demos, free demos. This is huge. It's almost like something that would have come with a Nintendo or Sega magazine back in the day. It's absolutely deadly. I remember having a Mortal Kombat 2 deck chart like this at the time, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. You've got shoutouts to all the games you can download, the demos here at the side. Big shoutouts over here to Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, because everybody should play that, to be perfectly honest. And Pokemon Rumble World, nobody should play that. It fucking sucks. As I said, it's not the most outlandish case. There's not a whole lot going on inside it, but it is a cool game and it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play. And once again, I would like to give huge shout outs to the guy who gave it to me. I really do appreciate it, and I've been having a lot of crack with it since. And on we go to PlayStation 3 with some of my big boy collections for the last month, and this time we have Child of Eden and Metal Gear Solid 4. Now, I haven't had the chance to get my hands dirty with either of these games just yet, but speaking of getting hands dirty, let's take a moment to have a look at Metal Gear Solid 4 and just how damn filthy this son of a bitch is. It genuinely looks like it had been buried in the mud and then dug up again. Why? I have absolutely no idea. I'm baffled by this, but I had to have it. It was a reasonable price. It's a game that I haven't got, and it's one that is a must-have for PlayStation 4 fans, it being a PlayStation 4 exclusive. But once again, look at the dirt of this, my lord. What was the previous owner doing to this thing? I know it's been kicking around now for almost 10 years, but goddamn, it's fucking nasty, man. So, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. I'm kind of looking forward to getting back into Metal Gear Solid because I haven't really played any Metal Gear games in quite some time. Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty being the last one I gave any real time to. So let's get involved, let's get our hands even dirtier with this one. First off, I love the disc. I think the disc is dope. I love the image, and I love the way that Metal Gear Solid is written on it. I love the upside down 7s. Whether or not they have something to do with the actual game, I don't know. It could be like the code buried on the back of the original Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1, for example. As I said, I haven't played through the game. I don't know for sure, but I do really like it. I think it's a really cool font. Metal Gear 4 has an absolutely huge manual, which is something I love. I absolutely love big old manuals. I get increasingly disappointed when I pick up new games and they have little to nothing in them. They're just little slips with nothing going on. Now this is a video game manual. This is what it's all about. Look at this. You've got illustrations for simple maneuvers like climbing and hanging from ledges. It's all done up like a little comic book, and it's absolutely gorgeous. There's no need for this amount of detail, but it's there, and that, if nothing else, shows love and care. It shows that the people making this video game really believed in it. They got behind it. Look at this. And you've got full colour comics going on here at the back as well. It's absolutely deadly. It really is. And look at that Otacon. He's adorable. This is how a video game manual should be. Those who make these little slips and just let you learn as you go on in the game itself, I don't dig it. I'm not a fan. Make big, thick motherfuckers like this, please. Snake, you old dog, old buddy, old pal. Basically, it's all about it's all about the survival guide, the strategy guide. It's just a little advertisement. Strategy guides, are they still a thing that goes on, or has the internet just buried the idea of strategy guides? Something I wouldn't mind having in my collection as a handful of strategy guides, even for games that I have no intention on playing strategically, if you will. I think they'd be nice additions to any video gamer's collection. So yeah, Metal Gear, the case itself is absolutely filthy. I will clean it up. Keep an eye on Snapchat. You will see it all there. Hit start now, all one word on Snapchat. But yeah, it is a cool little case, and I can't wait to get into it. I want to get back to all my Metal Gear Solid games. And so, if nothing else, it adds another title into my Metal Gear Solid collection. As I said, I'm looking forward to getting back into the series. I want to play it again from the beginning, and I have the PlayStations at this stage to back it up. This is the kind of series that I don't see the point in playing on machines that aren't PlayStation. I believe you can pick up Xbox One and Xbox 360 ones at this stage, but I don't see the point. Look at it right there. Spanning 4 different members of the PlayStation family, and looking dope as all hell. So yeah, I'm going to continue to collect Metal Gear Solid exclusively on PlayStation machines. Sticking with PlayStation 3, big shout outs to Girlfriendo for picking me up Child of Eden. Child of Eden is one that I've been looking for on Xbox 360 and I missed. Yes indeed, that is the thing with Coffe Games. Sometimes I buy a copy instead of the video game and I spend the rest of the week feeling really fucking bad about it. So well, Girlfriendo saw this one fleetingly on PS3 and she thought he's gotta have it, and I really do appreciate that. It was part of my birthday gift this year. And the thing that disappoints me about the cover of this game is the game itself is delicious. It's an incredible visual and audio overload, really. It's absolutely gorgeous, and what disappoints me about the case then is the fact that it's all in black and white. It's very disappointing, unfortunately. But the game itself is so damn stunning that, well, it's one of those cases of who cares about the case itself then, I guess. Also, the background here has a lot more going on than the instruction manual does. It looks absolutely superb. Next up, we're going to move fleetingly to the Xbox 360 with Gears of War 3. So when it comes to Gears of War, I like to go kind of old school HSN. Myself and old Richie of HSN used to play through the Gears games together. We blasted through 1, 2 and 3 and I'd always been threatening to buy them once again. I'm not entirely sure if I'd ever get around to really playing them, but I've always wanted to purchase them and have them in the collection just because of the good times that myself and Richie had playing through these games. So 3 was the only one I was missing. It says here that it is an action-packed, blow your mind conclusion to the epic trilogy. Yes indeed, it is 2011's biggest blockbuster. It's all expiring, yada 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 yada. Yeah, it was good. It was good fun. I played cooperative, a little bit of horde mode on the side. Yes, it's good fun. I don't think I get as behind the Gears of War series as many other players do, but I do enjoy them. I think Dom's a dick, and well, I'm glad he's dead. So you've got the classic Gears kind of logo right here on the disc. Looks very similar to 1 and 2. That's cool. You've got this little slip in, which isn't great. Doesn't have a huge amount going for it. Obvious control settings over here. That's about as far as it goes. It does fold out 3 times, so which makes it kind of cool and kind of different from most of them. But it's still nothing worth writing home about. The cool thing about this is the stickers over here. Yeah, you can stick them on your lunchbox. You can stick them on your laptop. They'll look pretty dope. I like them. I've always liked the Gears of War kind of logo. I think it's awesome. So they're a cool little must-have if you ask me. Now, when it comes to Gears, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan on the planet. But I still do want the special edition Gears of War 2. One of these days I will go out of my way to get it. But at the moment I haven't seen it at a reasonable enough price. A coffee price, if you will. Being brutally honest, there is no point in having an Xbox 360 unless you're going to have the Gears games. Gears 3 completes my Gears of War trilogy, but I still have to pick up that other one about Bard and Coltrane. I think it was called Vengeance or Judgment or something very tropey like that. I haven't actually played that one. I played through the trilogy, enjoyed it. I haven't played that one, must pick it up. And Gears 4 looks absolutely excellent on Xbox One. So, as I mentioned already, yes, I do really want to pick up the Special Edition Gears of War 2. So, hopefully, I can add that to the collection as well and bulk up the 2 that I have right here. Now, before we get to the main event, the big pickup for this episode of Coffe Games, I want to give quick shout outs to honourable mentions, if you will, to Brave Search for Spirit Dancer and The Club on Xbox 360, Brave on PlayStation 2. The Club I've had a little time with. It is a fairly generic shooter. There's not a whole lot going on there. run and gun, score attack kind of stuff, it's not going to blow your mind. Brave, I have not had the pleasure of plugging into PS2 to really check this one out yet, but look at it, it's adorable. How on earth could I possibly leave that on a shelf and not pick it up and bring it for a test drive? It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's really, really cute. So they are my honourable mentions for the month, as well as a couple of pickups on Xbox Live Arcade, like Lara Croft Guardian of Light, for example, and DuckTales Remastered, which is phenomenal. You can hear all about that in episode 63 of the HSN podcast right now on www.hitstartnow.com. I believe that one is just titled Miffed. But let's move on to the big one I've been hunting for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, the limited collector's edition of Doom 3. Holy shit. I almost had a fit when I first saw this one. I didn't know what to do. I finally found it at a reasonable price, a coffee price, and I had to pick it up. I'd seen this one before on a shelf and it got past me, and I spent a long time very disappointed about this. However, this one was not only cheaper, but is in much better nick. Check this bad boy out. It comes in this cool slip-on case right here, which is also in pretty good nick. It's got a little tear on it in here, but that's okay, we'll get over that. I know I sure as hell will. And of course it's got this amazing steel box over here. We'll get to the steel box in just a moment. But first, let's concentrate on the slip-on. On the slip-on here, all this text you see right here, it moves. Yes indeed. That is on the slip-on. It is not on the case itself. And as you can see, it contains Doom 1 and 2 on it as well as behind the scenes interviews and lots of concept art. It's very, very cool. So let's jump right in here. Now these scratches you see along the sides here are not actual scratches. That is part of the design. They weren't put on there by the previous owner. They sure as hell weren't put on there by me. These particular images you see along here, you also see in Ultimate Doom. So they're kind of old school right there. Well, let's have a look inside. Again, we're greeted with that classic Ultimate Doom kind of artwork right here, and indeed here on the disc. And then we have a relatively thick instruction manual right here, and of course one of these send away now to get random stuff from Activision kind of gigs over here. That's great. The instruction manual has some really cool stuff in it. It's got some gore up the top. Oh my god. It's also got a few little nitbits of information scattered throughout it. Now I don't mean how to control it using your insanely large controller because it's on the original Xbox, for example. No, I mean little bits like this here. Tip: parts of the red smoke and fog are usually bad. Pits of red smoke and fog are usually bad. A little blurred through the camera here, I do apologise. Save and save often unless your health is really low. But then you've also got little bits as well about id Software themselves. Tim Willits, the lead designer of Doom 3, started his career making maps for the original Doom and releasing them on the internet for free. Id liked his work and hired him as a designer in 1995. Little bits like that. I love that stuff. I live for that stuff. That's what I'm all about. And having these printed on it right here is amazing. There were over 500,000 lines of script code written and over 25,000 image files generated in the process of creating all the graphic interfaces, computer screens and displays throughout Doom 3. I love this stuff. Absolutely love it. Collected edition extras here like a Doom 1 and a Doom 2 for example. This is an amazing find. Absolutely amazing find. And I have been a hardcore Doom fan for much longer than I should have ever been allowed to play Doom. And so I get to add Doom 3 limited collected edition on the original Xbox to my small and humble Doom collection. As I said, I'm an absolutely huge Doom fan, but being a console gamer kind of kicked me in the head once or twice with Doom. I'm still waiting to pick up the likes of Final Doom. It's very hard to get your hands on, especially if you're like me and you hunt down games in the wild as opposed to buying them online. It's going to make things extra difficult. So you've got Doom 3 BFG edition, original Doom on PlayStation 1 and limited collected edition of Doom 3. Also, I would like to bring your attention to the fact that this particular version of Doom is signed by John Romero, which is in itself pretty fucking boss.